Okay, well, it's been a while for me to do a video. And there are so many reasons for that. I would have to say that the biggest reason that I haven't done a video in quite some time is because nobody really gives a shit, in all honesty. At least the way that I perceive it. When I was doing them regularly, I had a core group of friends that would watch them, and they would say, "Oh, I watch every day," because I was doing them every day. And they're like, "I watch every day." But I don't know if they really were watching because they cared about me as an individual and what I was sharing, or if it was just more of a comedic thing. Like, oh, here's the dancing monkey that's doing a video again. Let's grab our coffee if they were watching in the morning, and if they were watching at a bar, give me another shot. I didn't know. So I haven't done a video in a very long time because I just got to a point where I was like, well, if no one's gonna take it seriously from my perspective, then why do it? Now that I haven't done one for quite some time, I feel like I've grown a bit, believe it or not. So it's not about what anyone else thinks. It's about me sharing a part of my life and where I'm at and what I'm doing. So that's what the DTS is for me. So all I can say is here's a new video, and it's me talking about what is happening in my life from my perspective of how I view the world. And that's really all the DTS ever was. It's just how do I view what's happening in my reality, in my world. We've been through some really crazy stuff with COVID-19. We've been through some really crazy stuff with unnecessary deaths that have happened at the hands of people that are supposed to protect us. And all of that is awful. It's all awful. There's no way to like tiptoe around the fact that things haven't been great for 3 or 4 months when it comes to the coronavirus here. I mean, obviously, it started way back in the fall, and perhaps even before that, overseas in Asian countries. And then we have this resurgence of violence that's happening in our country. And it does seem to bring a big focus to our law enforcement in America and color and race issues. We're not really in a great place. But at the same time, I'm like, were we ever really in a great place? Do not get me wrong. I am very happy that I live in the United States of America. I'm very happy that I've been able to do a lot of the things that I've done working in different parts of our nation as a gig worker. I guess I never knew this whole time that I was considered a gig worker, and I did things like working on a cruise ship in Hawaii in 2005. I have worked many seasons on Mackinac Island, which is a resort island in Michigan during the summer. I have done several seasons out west at different locations, both summer and winter. So I didn't realize that I was a gig worker, but apparently I am. Because at the heart of it, I just thought, oh, I'm in the hospitality industry and I work in restaurants and hotels. That's what I thought. But apparently I'm a gig worker. So a lot of you must be too. I really wanted to do this video though because life is a growth experience. We should strive every day, every week, every month, every year that we get older and we're faced with this thing that's called life. We should hopefully take stock in everything that's happening to us, and we should reflect and we should grow and we should learn. So the more life you have to live, obviously, the more experience that you have and the more wisdom comes from that. So all I'm saying is, I remember what it was like to be 20, to be 30, to be 35, to be 40. Even I remember being a child. I remember being young. But I'm not young anymore. I'm 45. And I have a lot of life experience. And I'm still in a business that I work with young individuals that just don't have the wisdom and don't have the experience. And it's really throwing me for a loop because I'm like, how do you try to coexist in a work environment, especially when you have 25 plus years doing what they're doing? Like, I started serving before many of the coworkers that I have. They weren't even born yet, but I work next to them. And it's just life is just crazy in how it works. And technology is so advanced. And I guess the DTS for today is, I'm happy to be alive, but I don't really know where to go from here because I'm finding it really hard on a day-to-day basis to relate with 20-year-olds that I work with and try to have a conversation and make things seem relevant. It's really freaking hard because a lot of it is just about TikTok, and that's not what life is all about. But anyway, that's the DTS for today. Love you all. Bye.